We are all set, Captain. You are ready to go.
Yo, 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 how is everyone doing today? That put on. Yo, so today I want to do at least start a VIP of my latest track, Jabs in the Pit. And so you can call that a little promotion for my music, but it's honestly just because I've really been so busy this month. I haven't got much time to do YouTube and stuff, so I figured it'd be a cool way to connect with you guys, see how everyone's doing, and just make some music and vibe. So, if you haven't heard Jabs in the Pit, it's out now. But I'll kind of give you the starting point of where we're going to go from there. Pull that out. Anything else I need? Should be fine. See how loud that is real quick. That's fine. Throwing jabs in the pit, jabs in the pit. So, XV, what's good? Hope you're having a good, blessed night or day. Obviously, if you haven't heard it, you can go stream it. 3 different drops. It's dubstep though. So, what I kind of want to do for the VIP, and this kind of changes for anyone that wants to make a VIP, because there's really no rules in music as always. But I kind of want to play off the fact that it sounds original until maybe this point. I want that initial downbeat, that bum, and then maybe just the sustains coming on the clap, and then no drums, and it just kind of builds. It's just like a sustain that keeps going, maybe for like 4 to 8 bars. That's kind of my first thought we could do. Add in some other build drums towards the end, hit them with a VIP, change it up. But that's kind of where I want to start. And to do that, just gotta add some time. So what I want to do is make sure that what am I doing? Make sure that your automations are unlocked if you do this, by the way. I'm gonna insert after the snare here, right? So, oh my goodness, Control I, or I think it's Control I on PC, but Mac it's Command I. I'm gonna add 8 bars right here. Boom. So we have fake out 2, because this is technically fake out, and then we're gonna count this as the 8 bars. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna add it right here. We're gonna add 8 bars. Boom. This is gonna be fake out VIP. And then I'm just gonna copy the down hit here. Boom. And that way I can use this and still have plenty of room to work with. Cool. So another thing I want is this snare. Boom. And maybe we should change the snare up in the drop. And then maybe we just want and then we'll grab some rises here in a minute, because I have a lot of new ones, but we're going to add our main guy here, which is going to be all of our sustains. Let's go through all my categories here. We'll eventually get to the sustains. There we go. This one that goes in on the 3. Let's get that second. Boom. And then we're going to do like, maybe we could even do like sub drop. Let's see. We could just theoretically repeat this, right? I'm just thinking. Do we want to do something more fun? Also, that phase cancellation is kind of crazy. We could do it where it's just boom and just have it rise, right? Or we could have it do like boom, 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 boom. I know I'm a terrible singer, but we could do something fun like that. And then just have everything like casually rising together. So we did that, it could be like boom. And then this is where you'd have your drums come in here, probably. We already need new drums, aren't we? Because I forgot I collapsed a different project with this one, which is fine. Oh wait, do we have? No, I want more of an actual like clap snare. not really in time. It is. Yeah. That's fine. We're gonna add a. I could probably just use the same kick, to be honest. Oh my god. Grab that. Boom. Back to that later. That. Do we have anything that says VIP? Yo, Three Kings, what's good, man? Hope you're doing wonderful and having a wonderful night, man. No. Okay, so let's do some corny ass shit real quick and record this vocal line so I can just get the timing down. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're just getting started. We're just having some fun. Not resampling. Can it just use? Or is it gonna cut that out? Da 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 da. You guys still hear me? Do. Oh wait, you guys can? Cool. Okay, I think that works then. Test. Fuck, I won't do that though. Alrighty. What we can do. Can I do my microphone? That would be cool. I don't think it's going to though. I don't need resampling external in. Come on. It's mono. Wait, now if I switch it over. Why is it coming in mono? Yo, whatever. Are you using OBS? I'm using OBS Streamlabs, which is why I'm trying to make sure it doesn't come in weird, but I think this will work. I'm gonna turn it down on stream real quick. Okay, test. Alright, we're just gonna do a couple takes real quick. And I don't know if you guys see, there's like a mic right here. Okay, so I'm not just leaning into like my computer. VIP. VIP. VIP, VIP, VIP. All right, let's see if any of those individuals will work. The side signal is gonna be kind of crazy. Wait, is this why? Da 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 da. No, that one doesn't work. Wait, one? Is this? Wait. Oh shit. I don't know why it was like that. We're gonna do it one more time, guys. Sorry. There we go. And it looks good on stream. Yep. VIP, 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 VIP. All right, cool. How many times can I say VIP in a stream? We'll figure out. Good, it's not clipping. We can turn this setting back off. And we can turn this back up now. Da, 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 da. That's good loudness. Okay, cool. So one thing I like to do, we're just gonna assume this could always change, right? V. Ooh, that's hot. What's that doing for you guys? V. What I like to do, you can do textures, you can do complex as well. VIP. Cool. You can do like complex pro if you want. VIP. 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 V. It's all out. V. I think that's the one I want there. V. This just might be the take in general. Which is why you always take like a ton of different from a distance. The beard looks the beard, my mustache. Yeah, dude, my mustache is very very thin. I should also turn it on. It ain't that though. I'll tell you that. P. I. P. E. E. P. 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 Nope. P. Yeah. E. E. P. 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 I think I want that one. Okay, so you grab your takes just like audio tracking if you've ever done that. And you find which ones you want. And you play with it. No, I know. V. I. V. I. V. 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 I. V. I almost kind of like Superboy here. V. I. P. It'd be like V. Also, you want to like calm this down. Really just want to get like the hit because I'm gonna put this through. V. 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 Like that. Make sure you have no bleed. V. And then we can always move it where it needs to later on, right? But we just want to make sure we don't have any type of like popping because it's gonna be ran through a ton of OTT. V. I. He's always gonna have a I. P. I. P. P. V. I. P. Bring this one up a little bit. P. P. V. I. P. And then for now, what we can do is we'll keep this as raw. V. I. P. It's going through the master. We don't want that. So we're gonna record that. V. I. P. So we want headroom. Boom. Is your vocal rack free? That is not my vocal rack. This is Truthless. I think it's like $10. But it also comes with like 35 one-shots that me and him did a while back, I believe. It's on his Instagram. It's Truthless. That's his Instagram. It's been a minute. So that's why I don't want to give you false info there, you know. All right, cool. We now have some sort of V, I, and P. Cool. Now we can do this however we want. V, I. Let's turn that off. Let's actually put this in the right spot. V-I-P. V-I-P. We can change this up even more, right? We can actually throw this on here. We can turn this down. We can actually have a lot of fun with this. Ooh, that's being rammed. I was like, what is that? How you create rhythmic with call and response, a little bit boring. My sound always a little bit boring. Are you asking how I create call and response? No, how you create rhythmic? It really just depends on. Guys, I'm not even in front of you. I do not write in 3/4 at all. I haven't done 3/4 since I was like orchestra. Sorry for my English. No, you're good. You're good. I assume there's a English. I mean, I just think of different flows and how I want to achieve it. For example, like we have this drop, right, where it's that's pretty typical like bro step, right? Or it's just like nothing really crazy. Chord note, couple eighth notes. First, like the second drop, I want to like pretty much the philosophy was da 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 da, and we created that using that kind of like flow. I took different sounds. So you have these screamers I made that are kind of like the response to it. So it's like. And then you have all these layered basses, and we can even put the sub in here. But like all together, you're getting like this. So you just kind of create your own flow. Same with like the final drop, which is just like really quarter note-ish. I mean, at the end of the day, all this flow is 4 quarter notes. Bum, 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 right? But if I just had the same sound doing that, it gets boring. But when I have my sustain acting as one, and then I have my chugs acting as the other three, and even like this fake out here, where it adds different style, where you have. Also, the sub really drives home like what your important part of your flow is. As you can see right here, it's cut up into quarter notes. And then the B part, it goes half, full. Really following the sustain to let you know I want you guys to really pay attention to this part now. So I mean, there's a million ways you can create flow. That's just how I personally do it myself. And it always comes different. The ideas come differently, to be honest. Like, just let it happen. I don't know, like in a nice way to say it. Just let your creativity happen. And if you're not feeling it, like I wouldn't push like doing something creative that day. I'd push like doing sound design or something. I like that. That's cool. I'm a fan of this right now. Come back to this. Use existing drums because it's cool. That's cool. What about this later part? Let's try this first. If it feels like too much, we'll turn it back. Almost feels like fucking house the way this is like. Oh, so no, we're not doing that now. Sometimes you just gotta feel out the vibes, you know? Okay, let's get rid of that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. What's that thick ass kick for a fucking build kick? For that one. Crowd noise. If you have a sub built in the serum patch, do you still resample it to an audio file? I feel like you have less control if you need to make adjustments. For instance, if you pitch it up. If you have a sub built in the serum patch, do you still resample it to an audio file? 100%. Always having sub is always better than not, unless it's hurting you. But like, I mean, for example. Like, you can always cut it and use a different sub if you needed to. Sure, let's just choose something random here. D. So like say that's your hit, right? And you have, I think it's supposed to be that long of a note, but let's just pretend we'll do a quarter note, I guess. I have multiple windows. I don't know why I'm not taking advantage of that. All right, 1/16. So let's say something like this, right? And you got like that after feel of all that like resonance from the OTT and whatnot. And you just wanted it. We can even turn the master off for this if we wanted to. And then we can have it also just on for this. Different than what your mastering chain does for you, by the way. So let's just go off the mastered one because it's louder, more distortion. And you're like, I don't like that sound in there. Oh, we just get rid of it. Also, we can turn this down just a tad bit. So what point is the noise you want in this patch? It's not, this isn't what's carrying, I'll tell you that right now. That's my sub, right? So you have to know where to cut it. It's like, okay, I have that. So then you just, after it's been resampled, won't you lose a deep sub? Oh, if that's what you're kind of referring to, not necessarily. Because all you need is a no pitch sub shifter. No sub shifter rack. So all this is super simple. No external VSDs, no nothing. All you have to do is have an EQ set to whatever you want. 120, which you'll see in the split here. And then a frequency shifter set to 100%. And then you're going to shift the fine. This is like Ableton 10's shifter. But, you know, if you had a modern day shifter, you would just do the same thing. You go, boom, frequency right here. Fine. You would automate this guy. That's the equivalent of this here. So, and then you have the lows, which literally has no shifter on it. You have the EQ that will move with it, right? This is moving on both, but you won't have the sub moving. So when I pitch this sound, which you see me use this a lot, and if I you can still see that sub is not moving. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? So you can do this and have a sub. Now, if you were talking about doing it a different way of just pitching it traditionally, like if I tried to pitch it up like this, then yes, you would. But then in that case, you could cut out the sub, add in your own sub, new sub again, so you could pitch it and then still put it back in quote-unquote D. So, I mean, that's one way around that. I think that answers your question. Okay. Crowd noise, that's where I was at. I remember now. Astaroth base? I don't know what that is, to be honest. I know this doesn't belong in in the kicks, but for now, you can stay here. Bum 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 bum. That's cool, cool. We're gonna add some more crowd noise. Because crowd noise always goes well. I mean, your mid and sides are going to be on SoundCloud. Okay. I mean, your mids and usually gonna get sides. You don't want usually one all the way or another. Usually your main parts are gonna be more mono compatible, which for me, you can see blue is mids and side is light blue in this scenario. So you would just need to make sure, what I generally like to do, this is a lot of layering, so this isn't really going to be like a perfect answer, but I have plenty of videos on this. But altogether, you want your mids just slightly more apparent than your sides, the way span works. You don't want your sides louder than your mids. It sounds better in headphones, but in real speaker situations, it can cause a lot of phasing issues and whatnot. Maybe we just... Okay, hold up. We do one more side and then we bring in the actual... Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we will mute this one last time. Go to the 3. Bring in the actual kick. Mute that one out. Mute that one out. Mute that one out. Yeah, and there'll be like just a pitch up there and we won't let it cut out there. I see what I'm doing now. And how do you set the serum hyperdimension? It's all to taste, to be honest. Depends how much detune you want a bass to have, the texture you want. I really don't use that for like my width. Unison will make a fuck ton of width, part of my language, but you might have to tune it down. But when I'm sound designing, I'm going for a sound, and then I'll make the mix work later. If it needs more mids, I can work on that. I really don't worry about that as I'm sound designing, but more of a mixing philosophy. It depends on your headphones. I have a lot of stereo field because I have... Oh, wait, I'm on my Mac. I have open backs. So they're quite good on the stereo field. And they're also... What are they? 250 ohm. Sub's quite good in them. Can't say enough good things, honestly, about these headphones, to be honest. Not the cheapest, but I do really enjoy them. That might be a time. That's gonna be kind of a fun one. Maybe we just pitch it up in general. I think we're just gonna pitch it, to be honest. I think that sounds more fun. Because I literally just did that not too long ago. I feel like I don't need to do that again. AKG. That sounds familiar. Five. All right. Let's build some effects, and then let's work on the drop stuff for now. Then we can come back and fill in. Oh my god, I should have collapsed all this. Then we can come in and fill in the pre-drop stuff. Oh my god. All right, cool. Oh, you're a different color. Boom. Let's do some like new risers I made. Hey, thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. Super kind of you. Appreciate you watching. You can do also bro step. I think all I do is bro step, to be honest. Actually, I do some tear out, but I think most of my stuff you could consider bro step or rhythm. That's a good fat one. Set that down. Set that to the left. Way kick. At VIP at sub base. Yeah. I don't have any input on rhythm. I truly do not make rhythm. I've never tried. It's just not for me. It's not my thing. But tarot is could be a blessing and a curse. Depends on like the samples. Honestly, I feel like a good amount of it comes from like your sub envelope and all that. Did you go to school for music production? No, I did not. No. I just downloaded Ableton one day and grinded it. Learned music that way. I played violin, I guess, and all through high school and middle school, but didn't do anything. And then when I was 25, I learned that you can download this thing called Ableton. Kind of how it happened, to be honest. Oh my god. Be like, but yeah, man. I just learned it one day, and it's kind of why I started teaching, to be honest. I feel like it could be a lot more fun when people know about it. You know? Dude, yeah. You could definitely. Now with even like today's resources, which is so much more than when I had started. Not that I didn't have resources. Like back in the day, we had fuck, what was the one guy that wear the funny ass hats that would teach sound design? I had like a rocket ship, rocket power sounds. I think that was it. I think that was one of the first videos I ever saw on like Serum, and you can create these crazy robotic sounds and shit. And it was just really cool to see, man. Like, and then I really just dug into it, and it's a slow grind, dog. It's a slow grind, but you gotta. It's just like anything with a skill ceiling, you know. You just gotta commit yourself, and I think you'll be happy with the results if you stick with it. But it's not something you can be like, oh, in a year I'm gonna be touring. You know, if you have like that expectation, I think you're gonna be highly disappointed. And you have to be open to criticism because everyone's gonna tear into your music, and a lot of it's for the good. Dude, yeah, that actually works. I can show you guys actually that I've done something like that, and then decapitate the whole group. I think I want it on the kick. like throughout. It's gonna be. No, I don't think I do. We'll come back to that. I'm really not sold on any of that. If you're asking me, yes, I am. This track I'm working on VIP for is actually one of my latest releases with Stinkface and Blue Pill. But if you're asking about them, like, you guys are more than welcome if you want to drop like your usernames on SoundCloud as well. Because you can always link up and whatnot. What was I gonna show you? Well, let's save life set. You guys don't get to see all that. I'm sorry. Yo, I'm gonna open this other project while I'm doing that. You guys should drop down in chat if you guys care for future videos what you would like to see, like what you wish you could open YouTube and learn about dubstep that is not already there. And try to be as, don't be like sound design video. Like give me some details or something. That way I know what you guys are interested in for me to make in the video. See you later, King. Have a good night. Or good day. Wait, is this the Keeks? And then my Ableton just crash. Swag. I was literally about to ask if you what's your game? Hold up. Let me see your alter ego. What's this gaming? What you gaming on? For you all that don't know Keeks, he's amazing producer. The edits be playing everywhere. I think you got played EDC, right? No, I want to know about this gaming stuff though. It's your fault you showed up. You showed up to that one. It's gonna be like Sims or something. Honestly, I think getting decent at this shit is legit just hours and hours and years of practice and mess around and watching all the YouTube content out there. No way to shortcut. I mean, honestly, if we're talking like shortcut, right? I guess I can use like does this screen even work? I haven't like done my settings in so long. I don't think I set up the chat, but whatever. While this is loading, did it crash again? I think the project file I'm opening is might be cooked, which is really unfortunate because it's doable. Oh, your Rainbow Six. Oh, you're deep into it. Oh no, the chat does work. Cool. You can tell it's been a minute since I've streamed. But honestly, the best way to get good at producing is starting out learning your DAW, all the basic stuff. What is EQ? And just learning generally what it is. Like an EQ, it's like, okay, this cuts frequencies, I guess. Like as long as you understand this, and like compression, OTT seems to make this stuff fatter or louder. You don't need to know the ins or outs. And once you learn all that, going through, if you're doing dubstep sound design or learning the resampling sound design, you don't have to be straight from Serum producer. I think that's a very, very hard bar to set. I've never seen that screen before, but let's try to reopen it. If it crashes the third time, we're gonna stay away from that project. But I think if you're going into producing new and you're like, I'm only gonna sound design, and that's the only basis I'm gonna put in my project, I think you're really gonna struggle because you're not only competing against you being new, but you're competing with Ivory Company, people Crank That, Excision, all these people that have really just, I mean, they know so much more. They grew with this, right? They grew with Serum at the beginning, where you're getting thrown into, it's like, do you want to use Faceplant? Do you want to use Serum 2? Do you want to use, I don't know, the one that's also free, but I never use for some reason. Starts with a V, I think. It'll come. Whatever. It's a good one as well. Do you want to use Diva? Do you want to make Rhythm? Okay, now you need to get that specific software if you want to do like the quote unquote rhythm bases. That being said, is like I've got so many how to resample videos, Brandon. I feel like that's my bread and butter. But I always make more. Vital. See, I knew it was a V. I knew it. But that being said, like, hold up. Let me see if I can open a previous copy of this. I don't want it to crash again. So, hold my thought. Project files. March 22nd. No, that's the old one. Fuck. Where did this go, actually? Backups. This is all March, though. Oh, no. Well, that's annoying. It might be cooked. We'll try one more time. But if you make your own like self, it's hard to just get samples that sound like everyone. Sound design, trying to make shit that sounds different. Did just crash it again, by the way. Yeah, well, I think rhythm, that's the hardest part because rhythm is a specific bass, right? Rhythm is known for that like flangy, comb, squarish sound where you have bro step or Brittum, however you want to call it, like modern day bro step or Brittum, which is just really like quarter note noise bass with a ton of variation like sustains and all that, right? And then you have Terra, which is just all these different sounds of guns, but it's not a specific. Yes, it does work. But you have all these guns, which is also different, right? And you can have like all different styles of it. So I think rhythm's the hardest because it's most like lock set style of quarter note, eighth note. Like I don't really, correct me if I'm wrong because I am not that deep in the rhythm scene, but I don't know that much rhythm that does like triplets or anything like that as well, right? What? Yeah, I mean that's like, that's the Subsidia way, right? So what's wrong with this? Why are we acting up? Alright, I even tried to open the backup, so I guess we're just notes. Rip register does not match crashing frame. Dude, I'm getting like a whole crash log. This is crazy. Version 12 Mac OS. Well, I guess I'll go fuck myself on that project. I guess we'll go to some like other sound design. Someone said something about sound design, right? Or maybe we just go back. Let's see here. We could do. Where's that one at? Sorry, Facial Wasteland. No. Roid Rage sample drop. Word Rage Volume 2 demo project. That seems like it. Let's see that one. But yeah, okay, so let me get caught up real quick. Sorry, test. Yes. Brandon. Samplifiers, Avant sample course was a great intro into rhythm protection. I mean, honestly, like, you got the two main ones, right? Samplifier and then Effect, right? I think Effect has its own Patreon as well if you're really trying to get into rhythm. Your main has 1/4 and 1/4 going in the back. Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of like Brostep, right? But Brostep just has a lot more variation in sound, where you can have Kaiwachi sound a lot different from Company, who sounds different from insert another Brostep like Barely Alive style versus Snails versus I don't know whoever else that fucking Lost Science, Jessica Audifred. Um, let's see here. Did this one work? Where is my demo project? Okay, so it's not that one. I don't know if we're finding this. I'm gonna pull up a different one that has someone was saying something about tear out earlier. Temps of Patreon. The Subsidia style drop, I mean, I guess when you say Subsidia style drop, like what do you like the quarter note, you want to learn like bases about the quarter note chugs and whatnot? Or like what specifically kind of appeals about that idea of in a video, or just another updated version of it, or anything specific? Make as well. You have a lot going in the background, but you just can't search chug and splice. You can in my sample pack though. Which fuck it. I guess I'll let you guys know beforehand. That's right. By the way, I just want to put it out there. I feel like I have coined the term chug for quarter note bass. I feel like I've gotten so many people to say that. I don't even know what the fucking correct term is, but I call it chug, and I'm just happy that we're strong with it. Chugs is all about give and take, to be honest. Let me just see if I can hear this. Woo. Wait, what? Oh, this is... I read this wrong. Where the fuck? By the way, this is a Wasteland project file. You can get this on Patreon, guys. Dude, This is why you should be way more organized. Where the fuck is it? Roid Rage Volume 2 demo project file. Bass flows. Wasted intro. I mean, we could do... No. I feel like I just opened that up, didn't I? Something else here. First heard chug from you. See, that's what I'm saying. Roid Rage sample drop 2. Wasted Roid Rage volume. It has to be Spine Snapper then. Sorry, please hold. We'll eventually get there. Yeah. I'm pretty good with layering sustains, but how to complement. I mean, sustains and chugs is pretty similar if you think about it. It's just the movement, right? So if you are good at like sustain, you have this mid heavy, right? And you want to add something that complements it higher or fills out the higher end, or vice versa. Like you're filling out the spectrum, right? And the chugs is the same way, but there's like two other main things. So not only the tone, right? So you have like high tone, mid tone, low tone of chugs, but you're also going to have these things called like envelopes of pitch. Are they going for pitch? Is it static pitch? And then also length of and saturation difference. And these three things, this is sounding more complex as I go along now I'm thinking about it, but like you learn what masks with what. So for example, if you have this mid-heavy that has longer sustain, more distorted, that's probably going to be like your main focus of your sound, where now you're carving out some in the middle to let that higher chug come in. Please say this the one. I think. Hold on. Are you guys hearing this? Wait. Why aren't you guys hearing this? Ableton crashes and everything goes to shit. Device Scarlet 212. That would be that one. Monitoring doesn't need to be on. Uh-huh. Why? Looks good there. Monitor and output. That's what I just checked. It's going through where it's supposed to. OBS is still up because if it would have crashed, we would not be here. That is mildly annoying. Let me see Scarlet 212. Correct. Ableton should be using Scarlet as well. Correct. Oh, that's working fine. Global settings. Excuse me. Mic, yep. Does that change anything? Yeah, guys, I am sorry for this. I genuinely don't know what's wrong here. Nothing changed. Everything's still routed to the same place. If I change settings here, let's do no device. It's maybe, is it? No. Yeah. Monitor off. We don't need monitoring. It's going through device stamp. Oh wait, Ableton audio. Hold up. No, we don't need Ableton audio. We need Ableton. I wonder if it came out of frame. Probably, Lucky. I think it's probably just something glitched with the stream would be my guess. All right. Well, I guess for tonight, I'm gonna call it then. I was gonna show you guys this tear out stuff, but I can't. Oh, I did reset Ableton. That's the issue. It's been reset like 5 different times. I think I need to reset my whole computer, which means I'm gonna have to start the stream over. But I only have like 10 minutes left until I gotta do some stuff. So what I'll plan to do is tomorrow is Wednesday, so I'm probably gonna do another short stream tomorrow to make up for it. Probably around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. But yeah, if you guys come up with anything for videos, look like a Rambo. See, that's a good one. That's a good one. Then let me know. More than happy to make it. Maybe I'll do some more. I'll hop on over to your Patreon. Thank you, Justin. How often do I live stream? Not very often, but since I've been lacking on video content for YouTube, I figured it'd be a good way to connect with y'all tonight. But yeah, as far as Patreon stuff, usually there's about 3 to 4 items uploaded a month. Usually it's like a tutorial, sample pack, a project file, and then like a track download as well. So you get all little different bits of stuff in there, like racks and stuff, and patches with Serum too. So, but yeah, you can skim that. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys chilling today. And maybe we'll make some more progress tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some tarot or something, or bro step. We'll see. Yeah, I don't really stream, so but I want to do it more often. It's just my work schedule's chaotic. I'm never really home that much. So when I am, I'm usually just relaxing or editing. Don't really have much time to like do this stuff, which is cool. I enjoy it. But yeah. All right, you guys have a blessed night. Thanks for coming in, and see you in the next one without hopefully technical difficulties.